Do you want to create a character base mesh in Blender without wasting time? Over the past weeks, I compared various ways of creating characters in Blender, and I found the quickest way, so you don't have to waste time. Just follow all the steps till the end. You can use this simple reference image available in the description, but feel free to use any other reference you have. Now, hop in Blender, and from the front view, drag and drop your reference image. Enable opacity and reduce it to your 0.7. Then adjust the position and scale of the image such that the reference's front face matches the front view. Then duplicate the image and rotate to 90 degrees. Move the images away from the center so they don't get in the way, and from the side view, adjust the position to match the character's side profile. Now, to start, go to Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, and enable Mesh Extra Objects. This gives you the option to add a single vertex. Move that vertex upwards between the legs, then add a skin and subdivision modifier. Increase the resolution of the subdivision modifier to 2. Now still in edit mode, switch to wireframe with Shift-Z. And then to see the whole topology clearly, disable optimal display. Extrude this point upwards to the top of the torso. To scale this shape, you need to use Ctrl-A and not S. Select this vertex and scale it to try to match the reference. To get more control, you can add a loop cut at the center with Ctrl-R. Then scale it down, and also scale down the other vertices to try to match the reference. Press G twice to slide a vertex upper or lower if needed, and adjust the shape. Now from the side view, you can select everything and scale down on only the Y-axis by pressing Y after Ctrl-A. Then, adjust the positions of the vertices and you just completed the torso in a few steps. Now for the legs, select this vertex from the torso, press Shift-S, then cursor to selected. In object mode, you can now add another single vertex at that exact position where the cursor is. Add the skin and subdivision modifier and increase the resolution to 2. Disable optimal display. To avoid doing this every time, you can duplicate it, rename and hide it to use again later. Now, with this object in edit mode, extrude the vertex, select everything and scale down with Ctrl-A. Then move the adjust the position of the points and scale them where necessary to match the reference. You can add a loop cut at the center for more control to curve the thigh. Then extrude this down, add 2 loop cuts, and scale up this upper point to make the calf. Move the points and scale them to match the reference. From the side view, move the upper points for some curved thighs, and also move the lower points for the calves. Now for the feet, extrude this point down, add a loop cut at the center, and extrude it out. Then select only these 2 vertices and scale them up to get the feet. You can scale the points on a particular axis to get the exact shape you want. Now add a mirror modifier for the other leg. We can now do the arms. Unhide the object you saved for later and duplicate it, then hide the previous one. In edit mode, extrude the point and scale down with Ctrl-A. Shift-Z for wireframe view. Then move the points to the corresponding positions. Adjust the scale of the individual points to match the reference. Then extrude this point out for the forearm and add 2 loop cuts. Select this point and scale it up. Slide the point with double G and move the points to the correct positions. Then add a mirror modifier for the other hand. This workflow is very easy and efficient. Don't forget to save your work before continuing. Now to start the hands, you can duplicate your reference image. Press Alt-R to reset the rotation and from the top view, move it and rotate it to where your hand should be. Move the image down so it doesn't get in the way. Doing the hands very easy with the skin modifier. Extrude this point to the center of the hand. Then extrude multiple times from that same point at the center to where the fingers start. You can just complete the thumb now. Then, select these 4 points and extrude to the ends of the fingers. Scale them down, and also scale them down here near the center. And now to fill this weird shape, just scale up the point at the center. And that's the hand. You can adjust this by sliding the point or scale up the wrist. Then select the fingers and move them for variations. The other hand is also done because of the mirror modifier. Now for the head, duplicate the part we saved for later use and move it to the head's position. Select everything and scale down with Ctrl-A. Adjust the points positions and scale up everything. Add a loop cut at the center and scale down the chin and adjust the point at the center. From the left view, rotate everything and scale down the chin only on the Y-axis. Move and scale the points to fit the shape of the head. Now for the neck, move the saved part below the head. Extrude and scale it to fit the reference. From the side view, scale the individual points only on the y-axis to fit the shape. You can add a loop cut to easily curve up the neck. Then, move each point to fit the neck's shape and check it from different view angles. Now for the butt cheeks, you don't have to use the skin modifier. Just add a cube and a subdivision modifier. Move it to the butt, set the levels to 2, and disable optimal display. Now from the back view and in edit mode, scale it up, rotate, and scale it to get a nice shape. Then, add a loop cut at the center and move the edges for a more natural look. Then, add a mirror modifier and set the target to the torso to get the other cheek. Some final adjustments for the cheeks, and then you can repeat the same process for the boobs. Add a cube with 2 levels of subdivision. Place it at the chest. In edit mode, add a loop cut and start moving the edges to fit the reference you have. Then, add the mirror modifier and set the target to the torso to get the other boob. Adjust the position and rotation. Now to apply all these different modifiers on each object at the same time, select all the parts, right-click and convert to mesh. All the modifiers have now been applied on each object. To make this smooth, select the parts, right-click and shade smooth. Now, as you can see, all the parts are still separated. So select everything and join with Ctrl-J, and then to remove this inner intersections, add the Remesh modifier. The shape is now messed up because of the details, so gradually decrease the voxel size until your base mesh is corrected. To fix the messed up fingers, just slightly reduce the voxel size again. Now all the parts are connected, so you can apply the modifier. To fix how rough this looks, go to Sculpt mode. Select the smooth brush and use Shift-F to reduce its intensity, or change this value here. Enable X symmetry and set Fall of to projected. You can then increase the brush size with F, or change this value here. Then slightly brush over the mesh to make it smooth. And that's it. You now have a base mesh, and you can add the eyes, clothes, and so on. So if you want to see how to use this base mesh to make a complete character, subscribe and turn on the notifications for the next video. See you next time.